Drew McIntyre steps inside hell for the third time in his career.
From Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 275 pounds, Drew McIntyre!
He's yet to win this matchup. Most notably, he lost the WWE Championship to Randy Orton in the cell 4 years ago. Tonight, Drew McIntyre hopes to end that losing streak and CM Punk's career. You know, Corey, another interesting statistic. Drew McIntyre made his premium live event debut 15 years and 1 day ago. Ironically, in the Hell in a Cell premium live event. Oh, how Drew McIntyre has come so far from that day.
It has been a complete transformation since those days. This is a vengeful Scottish psychopath before us now, and I don't think anyone has given reason for Drew's wrath more than CM Punk.
It was 27 years ago to the day in St. Louis when the Hell in a Cell structure first surrounded the ring. The Undertaker faced Shawn Michaels in an epic battle. Since that night, Hell in a Cell has made history.
It's made history while simultaneously tearing flesh, shattering bodies, ending careers, and altering lives.
You can see by the look in McIntyre's eyes, he has one mission here tonight: to end CM Punk for good.
CM Punk in his career is 2-2 in Hell in a Cell matches, but this is his first time in the cell in nearly 11 years. Right here in Atlanta, CM Punk actually had a Hell in a Cell match and walked out victorious.
Yeah, but with all the disdain between Punk and McIntyre, I will be surprised to see anybody walking out of this structure in one piece tonight.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
And there's really no room to mince words. These men want to end each other's careers. They want to maim each other. They want to send each other to the hospital.
Well, if sending your opponent to the emergency room is the prime objective, I can't think of a more suitable setting. Punk has to tap into that side of himself tonight if he wants to walk out of the cell or out of Atlanta at all. He said that Drew McIntyre has made him the man his worst critics say he is.
McIntyre said earlier, this is not going to be a classic. This is not going to be cinema. This is going to be mutually assured destruction. This is the final match in what has already been a brutal series between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. This is the 53rd match in history being settled inside this 20-foot-high steel structure.
This is the only place it could have ended between these two. Drew has vowed to destroy the man who taught him how to hate. Punk knows in order to destroy the monster, he has to become a monster.
Leaning against the turnbuckle now.
Able to capitalize on McIntyre's mistake.
We've had the opportunity to talk to some of the legends who have been in Hell in a Cell over the years. You ask a guy like The Undertaker, Wade, who's been inside this structure 14 times in his career. Every time he left, he was never the same.
Perched up top, crash landing.
Tremendous pressure being applied in this head crank.
He's headed up high.
And Punk clearly ready for a fight here.
From the top. Diving double axe handle. Early in this match, and these two have already unleashed some pretty heavy artillery on each other with no signs of relenting.
With the amount of absolutely visceral hate Punk and Drew have for each other, I think this match is going to need to be stopped before either of these men give up.
You probably know CM Punk better than any of us. You've seen Punk. You've seen the good and the bad side of this man.
Yeah, but even myself, I don't know what Punk is truly capable of. I've never been trapped inside Hell in a Cell with CM Punk. Listen, this may not be the man CM Punk wants to be, but this is who CM Punk has been. Who CM Punk is in his heart. No fear, no hope. Fight tonight like there's no tomorrow, because for Punk, there may not be.
And the same goes for McIntyre.
You're absolutely right.
McIntyre said, Punk, you think you're supernatural, but you are nothing but a man.
This is beyond personal now. This is about putting the competition out of action.
Just wailing away with that weapon like there's no tomorrow. This is getting back down the hatches. These two are loaded.
Just teeing off with that fight forever vibe.
Just emptying everything they've got now. Fatigue more than setting in, but these superstars are refusing to let up. And this crowd is loving every second of it.
Oh, the chair projected right to their face.
This crowd is learning, along with Drew McIntyre, that the inside of CM Punk's head is a scary, scary place.
This fight will not go down as a fight.
Uh-oh, sweet dreams coming.
Down with a GTS.
Now CM Punk needs to end this.
The roundhouse kick. Oh, what a kick. Overwhelming offense now from Punk.
Punk finding the will to turn the tides inside the cell. He's got McIntyre reeling.
There's the skull absorbing further impact.
Referee in the way. Oh, look at this.
I've got a little too close to the action there. Gets out of dodge.
What's CM Punk going for here?
Oh, clothesline. It's never been a matter of self-preservation with anybody I've seen step in the ring with CM Punk. McIntyre has made it abundantly clear he wants to end Punk's career, ruin Punk's life tonight.
And Punk looks like he wants to do the same to McIntyre.
Listen, Punk said, despite the best efforts of my family to stop me from going into this matchup, he says, I can't afford a Hell in a Cell match at this point in my career, but if this means the end of my career, so be it, because I have to end Drew McIntyre.
Well, that just speaks volumes to how deeply under the skin of CM Punk McIntyre managed to get.
McIntyre must be getting fazed by this attack.
McIntyre tempted the devil inside the Second City Saints, and he's paying for it now.
Into the ring again now. Deadlift. Look at the power here. Into a German suplex.
Bang. Knee right on target.
He's able to dodge the Claymore. Is it
Shoulders down. This might do it.
And a cover.
Wow. Simply unreal. Potentially inhuman. Kicking out at one. How on earth?
The Scottish Warrior thought he had his opponent's number there, but he was sorely mistaken. Lifts him up down.
Like being manhandled by a bear. Drew flexing his muscle as he attempts to rally the troops.
Headed back into the ring. Placing him in the corner. Oh, he cuts it off.
Knee to the jaw, opponent groggy, and now opponent drop with a clothesline.
Spin kick to the midsection. Picked up and being carried around now.
Boom!
Now to the ring, to the confines of the chain link enclosure.
Caught full force with the uppercut. Drew McIntyre showing everyone why we call him the Scottish Psychopath. Oh, we know what's coming here. Ladies and gentlemen, go to sleep. Is it the finishing touch Punk needs? Oh, smacked with the wrench.
Punk and McIntyre might be setting a whole new standard of brutality in this business.
Fighting like there is no tomorrow because for one of these men, there might not be.
And you notice the black armband in the left bicep of McIntyre. He told us he was wearing that tonight because this was Punk's funeral. He was wearing black out of, quote, respect for CM Punk.
McIntyre also wanted to offer his apologies in advance for what he does to the straight edge.
And here we go. Locked in. It's locked in. Not sure what he's thinking. Letting go here.
Oh, I think I found that one. Punk sidesteps out of there. Future shock.
Turning it into the pin.
He's able to beat a 2 count.
Shows that this is still anybody's match at this point.
Oh, stiff wrench shot.
We all knew this wasn't going to be a 5-star wrestling classic.
An incredible match. Can't call it a fight. This has been an out-and-out brawl.
And the action has shifted now into that dangerous area between the ring and the walls of the cell. CM Punk stopped that in its tracks. And let's not forget the obsession Drew McIntyre had with Punk and what Punk has cost McIntyre on a number of occasions. That being the World Championship, including at WrestleMania.
An eye for an eye, Punk would say. Just karma for McIntyre, who injured Punk, costing him an opportunity at WrestleMania.
Drew's own wife has become second best in his heart. That is how deep Drew's hatred for CM Punk runs.
And he comes in under the ropes now.
Claymore out of nowhere. Will that close Punk out?
Going for the cover. Oh, kick out. Oh, my God.
We have just witnessed next level grit, resilience, and even more so, defiance. How do you stop that?
That was supposed to be it. No one is more shocked right now than McIntyre.
McIntyre wants to prove to the WWE Universe that he's a man of his word, that the Scottish Warrior will be the one responsible for ending Punk once and for all.
Ooh, avoided the attack with a nasty chop block. Punk never saw that coming. Oh, there's a headbutt.
Going for the cover. He might just have it.
Kick out just before 2.
Not quite enough to put him away. Target locked in. He knows it's that time.
Scouted it and fired back with a punch straight to the face.
Going counter for counter. Now, can it be capitalized on?
I'm starting to have real concerns here. He's taking a real beating.
I guarantee.
About to be locked in. Here we go, guys.
Oh, my God. Superhuman power. It looks like
one last gasp effort, and that'll do it. Saved by a leg sweep there.
CM Punk now connects with a Uranagi and textbook CM Punk.
A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it. Countered right when it was needed.
Absolutely blasted there. It feels safe to say we are watching one of the greatest matches we've seen in quite some time.
And the WWE Universe continues to remain on their feet. They know they're witnessing something truly special here. Bam! Just beat down with that wrench. Taking full advantage of the foreign object in play here. Back-to-back attacks. Oh no, a referee falling prey to the chaos in the ring. Come on, stop this. Your point's made. No need to keep on doing this.
Literally throwing a wrench into the work.
Punk missed with a wrench and a low blow by McIntyre.
Remember, that is completely legal. It is distasteful, but it's highly effective, and all the wind knocked out of Punk's sails.
Who cares about being tasteful when you're locked inside of Hell in a Cell, Wade? Drew McIntyre came here to destroy Punk once and for all.
And now McIntyre going to introduce the steel steps into this matchup. The Scottish Warrior, this Terminator, just destroying Punk.
Well, you wanted hell, Punk? You're getting hell. You are locked in there, no escape, and your demise may be imminent.
Punk trying to summon the will to continue, and what does McIntyre have inside of that little bag, gentlemen?
I can only imagine what this sicko has in mind.
The Scottish psychopath cooking up something dastardly, no doubt.
Oh my God, the disrespect.
Adding insult to injury.
Those are the beads of Punk's bracelet.
We're the beads of Punk's bracelet. And McIntyre now looking to just finally put Punk away. No!
McIntyre might have just broken his back.
Oh, God, the sharp edge of that steel digging in to the lower back of McIntyre, who may be crippled. And now with the upper hand is CM Punk.
This is one of the most brutal matches I've ever witnessed inside Hell in a Cell.
Punk trying to shove those beads down McIntyre's throat. Here it comes, the end.
GTS connects. Cover off the go to sleep by Punk. And he got him. What a win, what a match.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
CM Punk earned this victory.
Such a drawn-out, heated rivalry, but finally conquering McIntyre is CM Punk.
Seth freaking Rollins is motivated as we've ever seen him. This is personal.
The people are singing Rollins' song. This is Rollins' battle cry as he heads to war with CM Punk.
From Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 225 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins!
Ladies and gentlemen, over 20 years ago, Seth Rollins got in a car and drove from Iowa to the East Coast to try out for CM Punk's training school. He redefined himself in his craft. Rollins and Punk would reunite briefly in NXT, and then the Shield would become mercenaries for Punk. And Punk would leave WWE for personal and professional reasons. Talk negatively about WWE, while Rollins carried WWE on his back for a decade. CM Punk would return to WWE 14 months ago to huge fanfare, the support of the fans and many in the back, and that didn't sit well with Seth Rollins. There was no way that Rollins was going to welcome Punk back, and it's led to this tonight. Seth freaking Rollins versus a man who has become his arch nemesis, CM Punk.
And this capacity crowd just exploded. They know exactly what time it is.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
And this is CM Punk's first singles match since October, since that brutal Hell in a Cell match against Drew McIntyre. It's Punk's first match on Monday Night Raw, period, since 2014.
Seth Rollins prides himself on being the absolute workhorse of WWE. You have to imagine he sees that as a point in his favor here, a clear advantage he has over Punk.
CM Punk and Seth Rollins, two men who are completely beloved by the WWE Universe for their incredible talent, their work ethic, and their passion and drive.
But as similar as they are in those respects, where they have diverged has become a point of contention between both of them, which has brought us to this point in the main event of a historic Monday Night Raw.
A magical feeling in the air as Seth freaking Rollins faces off against a man who has become his arch nemesis, CM Punk. Two men who are beloved by the WWE Universe for their incredible talent and work ethic.
However, there is absolutely no love lost between these two men.
Up high.
All the way to the outside. The 1-2 punch of high risk, high reward.
You want to talk about dream matches? Even before the animosity started to boil between these two, CM Punk and Seth freaking Rollins represented the best of their respective eras.
These men had some interactions, even some battles during Punk's previous run in WWE, but back then, Seth Rollins was only starting to gain notoriety as a member of the Shield.
Consider this, guys. When Punk left WWE, Seth Rollins had yet to capture a singles championship on the main roster. Now he's a Grand Slam champion in WWE, a four-time WWE champion, a Royal Rumble winner, and a Money in the Bank winner who cashed in the briefcase in the main event of WrestleMania.
Wow. When you lay out Seth's resume like that, he might have an even more decorated career than the man who calls himself the best in the world.
CM Punk has been very public about the many injuries that Rollins has suffered over the years. He'll no doubt be looking to target those areas tonight.
Rollins' neck, his lower back, that surgically repaired knee. Look, you can even see the brace. There's no doubt that Rollins is something of a moving target tonight, at least in Punk's eyes. But Rollins can target Punk too. Don't forget about that triceps injury from last year, because Rollins definitely has it.
Turns that back on CM Punk.
Punk famously said the night after he returned to WWE, quote, "I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money." He said he doesn't care what others think of him anymore, and he's proven it true thus far.
That may be true, Corey. A master on the microphone like Punk doesn't often let words of others get to him, but certain actions can still set this man off. Of that, I am sure.
Indeed, we saw Punk lash out at Drew McIntyre recently when the Scottish Warrior stole the bracelet given to Punk by one of his biggest fans that bears the name of Punk's wife and their daughter. Rollins can find something similar to set Punk off. It could give him the mental advantage tonight.
Doing a little exploring right now.
Getting up close and personal with the WWE Universe. Hey, WWE Universe, be prepared for some guests.
Lariat!
This rivalry has been brewing for years and escalating for months. Rollins was seething upon Punk's return at Survivor Series 2023, remembering the years that Punk spent disparaging WWE.
And the tensions grew when Rollins was a special guest referee at SummerSlam last year, counting the pinfall victory for Drew McIntyre over Punk.
Both men with ample reason to despise the other. Now Punk and Rollins finally get to take out all their frustration tonight.
And it doesn't matter to them where they fight as long as they're fighting each other. Under the ropes and back into the ring. He's really pushing the limit here, getting close to a countout. Don't know what the plan is here.
Oh, you know, just mingling with the people.
Amazing action so far in the main event of an historic episode of Monday Night Raw. We've seen so many unforgettable moments tonight as the show makes its debut on the biggest streaming service in the world.
And I can think of no matchup more worthy of this show's main event than two generational talents in the form of CM Punk and Seth freaking Rollins.
Given the major stakes in this match and the high-profile nature of this event, I expect a lot of leeway from the official in this match. Nobody wants to see this one end in a count-out or disqualification. CM Punk rallying the crowd behind him.
All right, he's got to refocus up now. And CM Punk to Rollins off the crossbody. Rollins, though, able to roll through.
Just amazing power and timing from Seth Rollins. We've seen it throughout his career. And now, catching CM Punk with a GTS. Punk rather fortuitously rolling all the way to the outside to safety. Although in hot pursuit now, Seth Rollins.
And Rollins limping around the ring, favoring his leg.
I hit your move. They sing my song. All of this.
And now just mocking and having his way with Punk.
Rollins has waited for this moment for far, far too long. This victory is going to be one of the sweet... Wait a minute!
Oh my goodness! Cover! Isn't it up? And a kick out!
While catching Seth Rollins with his own stomp. I'm coming within a millisecond of victory here.
And Punk not done yet. Pounding away on Rollins. Frustration setting in.
I mean, years of bad blood and verbal jousts between these two are about to come to a head.
Seth able to counter GTS, looking to deliver one of his own.
Oh, and he connected.
And Punk kicks out. I don't know if it's resilience.
Rollins goes into the cover. This could do it. He got the shoulder up in time.
Somehow able to kick out before a 2 count. How is he still going like this? CM Punk looking to end things here. Gonna sleep.
It's all Punk's for the taking.
Oh, man.
DDT. Oh, kick. Wow. Connecting with a sharp elbow.
Arm wringer. Punch to the face. Stops the kick. The Dragon Screw.
Game changer.
Climbing to the top. What's he thinking?
From the top. You gotta be kidding me.
Really risked it all there.
Very fortunate to hit the mark in that one. Spinning kick to the gut. And CM Punk is in control.
And CM Punk is keeping the pressure on, completely taking it to Rollins here.
Brought back into the ring from the floor now.
Wow, springboard attack.
This could be it. He could win it all here. It only gets a 1 count.
Kicking out now sends a very clear message.
High-risk plans from Rollins.
Stalking from above.
Carried in a jeopardizing position here.
Face first, snake eyes. From above. Boom. Oh, and that mistake could change the complexion of this. What's it going to take to end it? It might be this. GTS connects. That could end Rollins right now.
2. Punk wins. Punk beats Rollins.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
What a fight, what a night, and what a win. CM Punk once again showing why he is indeed the best in the world.
This truly was a battle between two men at the absolute top of the mountain when it comes to professional wrestling. This really could have gone either way a number of times, but in the end, Punk had Rollins' number.
Yeah, but don't think this is over for Rollins. If anything, this result is only going to enrage him even more, set him off even more on his self-imposed crusade against CM Punk. Here comes Seth freaking Rollins.
The visionary and the revolutionary of WWE.
From Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 225 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins!
Officially the coolest entrance living every man's dream, Seth freaking Rollins.
Las Vegas serenading Seth freaking Rollins.
You guys remember what happened 10 years ago up in California, the Bay Area? Seth Rollins cashing in Money in the Bank in the heist of the century at WrestleMania.
An iconic call for an iconic performance. Seth needs another one of those iconic moments this evening against two of the best this industry has ever seen.
A 14th appearance at WrestleMania, the third time he's been in the main event.
Come to WrestleMania for the wrestling, but stay for the karaoke. We've got a bit of everything tonight here in Vegas.
The OTC has arrived in Sin City.
From Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, the OTC, Roman Reigns.
For a record 10th time, Roman Reigns will main event WrestleMania.
A titan of this industry marching to the ring with his signature celestial swagger, the epitome of ice-cold, effortless cool.
Roman Reigns with a record of 9-3 at WrestleMania. Guys, there are only a handful of men in history with more wins than Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. 3 of those men are The Undertaker, John Cena, and the Game Triple H.
Pressure? What pressure? It's only the main event of WrestleMania. But this is a road Roman Reigns has taken many times before.
This man has a locker at the main event of WrestleMania. This is where Roman Reigns lives.
A lot of questions this week about who would carry the Ulafala to the ring. Paul Heyman would normally do that. Tonight, Roman Reigns come to the ring with the Ulafala on his neck himself. And for the first time in many, many years, Roman Reigns heads into battle alone.
The Ulafala symbolizes the head of the family. And when you talk about Roman Reigns' family, you're talking about one of the most successful and powerful families in the history of wrestling. Tens of thousands of ones to the sky here in Las Vegas.
The Anoa'i family dominance continuing here at WrestleMania. Roman Reigns in a triple threat match for pride and glory. Ladies and gentlemen, CM Punk is in the main event of WrestleMania.
It has to be a surreal moment for CM Punk.
Accompanied to the ring by WWE Hall of Famer, the Wise Man, Paul Heyman, from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk.
Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins look thoroughly disgusted over the fact that Paul Heyman walked down to the ring with the Second City Saint. It is CM Punk's first WrestleMania match in 12 years. Remember, he missed last year's WrestleMania with a torn triceps, and this year he goes into triple threat action with Reigns and Rollins, two men that he cannot stand. Triple threat rules. The first man to gain pinfall or submission will win this match. There are no countouts, no disqualifications. He's won championships, he's made friends, he's made enemies. Tonight is CM Punk's night. Tonight is CM Punk's main event.
The pressure has always been CM Punk's playground. The fire has always been burning, and his only addiction is wrestling. Each of these three men believe they are the only one who can walk out of here victorious. Roman Reigns to prove his dominance, Seth Rollins to prove his superiority, and CM Punk to prove he's still the best in the world.
Punk has claimed that for him this is just business. And taking Reigns and Rollins out at WrestleMania will get them out of his way so he can accomplish the things he returned to WWE to do, to win titles.
But Reigns and Rollins are not your average roadblocks. They're two of the biggest names in WWE for a reason. And they're not about to let CM Punk just have his way. Repeated knees to the hamstring.
It always bothers me to be around Heyman, always leeching off other people's talents. In CM Punk's corner tonight, though, the question is, where does Paul's allegiance truly lie?
Well, I'll be the first to say I don't trust a word that comes out of the mouth of Paul Heyman. But perhaps for the first time in his entire life, he showed some true loyalty to one of the men who brought him to the dance in WWE. A bond that goes way back, he and CM Punk.
Does having Paul Heyman back in his corner even the scales here for CM Punk? Does having the wise man strategies and support give him an edge over Rollins and Reigns?
Sure, if you trust Paul Heyman to have your best interests in mind, then yes, he is a huge asset in this kind of match. But remember, Heyman is doing this as a favor for Punk. As far as we know, his allegiance still lies with Reigns.
And Roman and Seth, two former allies, would make a lot of sense for them to team up with CM Punk tonight.
Yeah, I think it's way too late to strike that deal, Michael Cole. 10 years of animosity will eliminate all signs of trust between the two former Shield mates.
Remember, in many ways, the obsession by Reigns for Rollins last year cost Reigns the championship in the record reign.
And Punk would be quite happy if that obsession continues. It's clearly personal for Roman and Seth, but for Punk, tonight's just about business.
Strong suplex. Swinging that damn steel chair without a care in the world.
Oh, heads up, chair's flying. Who knows what's coming next? So much disdain with each of these shots. Something about this is starting to feel way more personal.
And remember, the reason that Rollins and Reigns are here, at least when they first arrived on the scene, was because of CM Punk. The Shield was built as a security force for CM Punk.
Come on, let's not make out like that is some accolade for CM Punk. They were brought in as security to protect CM Punk. It wasn't some selfless act by Punk, and both Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins know that.
Well, Punk is claiming that he was the man to bring them both into the business, and he can't wait to be the man to take them both out of it.
Quick maneuvering, managing to avoid that bit of offense. And Roman, for the first time in a long time, having no one in his corner. Gotta wonder.
Blast off! Gets the knees up, incredible wherewithal.
Oh, what a forceful clothesline.
He's leaving the ring now. No countouts to worry about.
If you're looking to cause quick, sharp damage, you can't go wrong with the kendo stick.
What a forearm. He's climbing to the top. Big counter from Reigns. Reigns with a Superman punch. Heading back into the ring now.
Up high.
Wow, cross body. And the manager is searching under the ring. He could only be looking for something nefarious down there. This is not about a championship. This is about pride and dignity and proving you're the best, perhaps of a generation.
It's about ego and animosity. It's about 12 years ago when three men made their way down the stairs to remake this company in their image, and the man that opened the back door for them.
A search for supremacy. The man that walks out of here is the champion of a generation. And just chucking Reigns out of the ring. And he finds a way to elude that attack.
The neck breaker.
Picture perfect.
Oh, just punishing the arm.
And now he gets back into the ring.
Jeez, that's going to leave a mark.
Whack! This is turning it. This could be for the win. He gets the kick out after the one.
His opponent has to be absolutely frustrated right now.
And Reigns got turned around there. Uranagi by Punk. He turns it
Into the Anaconda Vice. This one could be over.
A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it. Oh, what a clubbing blow. What a way to get out of that one.
Uh-oh, it's the red, white, and blue thumb.
And now Punk. Kick to the midsection of Reigns. Rollins trying to crawl back into this as well.
Rollins trying to prevent that GTS on Reigns, but he's about to eat one himself.
Oh, bang. Spear. Stop. Everybody down.
Oh, what a moment of chaos in this match. If any man here can get a cover, it could be victory, but wait up. Lurking is Paul Heyman with a steel chair.
And no shocker here. Handing the chair to his friend, CM Punk. And this, guys, this could be the ultimate betrayal of Roman Reigns.
Oh, Heyman went for a low blow, but caught by CM Punk.
What the hell is Heyman
Heyman tried to stab his man, CM Punk, in the back, but was denied. But now Rollins with a low blow of his own on Punk. What the hell is going on?
And now, Heyman handing the chair to Rollins. What the hell? Oh, no!
The devil's work is afoot tonight.
Plan B all over again.
That pathetic Paul Heyman. He's a damn Judas. How many people is he going to betray?
You're missing the point, Cole. The visionary Seth freaking Rollins has once again pulled the ace out of his sleeve in Las Vegas. Reigns able to get out of the way.
Oh, look at this here, guys. Look at this. Powerbomb. Ooh, and he stops that offense. Fights back. Hoisted up. Crushing into the chair.
Oh, my word. That was a terrible way to land on that chair. Just the chilling sound of bone meeting steel.
Pedigree. And Seth, this one's for the match. He kicks out at 2.
Not an easy escape, but staying alive for the moment here. And now trying all he can to fight. Punk's had enough. He's looking to end this here. Nails the GTS. That has Roman counting the lights. Oh, fired back with a stiff shot to the face.
This has been a hurricane of chaos. Rollins, Punk, Reigns, each struggling to prove their superiority.
And that was certainly a targeted attack to the core.
Roman just adding salt to the wound right now.
Oh, what a lariat. He goes back into the ring.
CM Punk, uses an elbow to disrupt that attack.
Great hit. Punk pummeled his opponent with attacks. Uranagi into the act.
Forced to break the hold now, thanks to that timely interference.
He wriggles out of the danger zone there. Roman spear. Will Reigns close this out?
Looking for the pin, but was that enough?
2 count. Hangs on by a thread.
Seth Rollins has never been known to lay down and hand out victories to anyone.
And after all that, Roman Reigns still has an end to this battle.
Oh, that just busted him wide open.
Oh, jumping knee strike.
Lights out. Good night. Using the chair with no caution at all.
This is just turning into a savage display of violence. I understand getting yourself fired up, but he needs to stay on his opponent. Oh, a big boot.
Roman with his opponent.
Uh-oh.
Punk dodges out in time.
Back suplex, no! Driven down.
A show of disrespect from Reigns.
Slides under the ropes. Back into the ring.
Wrapping him up in the corner.
Oh, targeting the arm. This has got to hurt.
Roman.
Seth's eyes look glazed over.
And this could be it.
2. What a win for Roman Reigns. His pure power game was more than Punk or Seth could handle.
Here is your winner.
It's a clash of the Titans here at WrestleMania. The original tribal chief, the visionary, the best in the world in a triple threat match.
Punk has waited a long time for this, to main event the show of shows. And to make things better, he gets a chance to take down the two men who have been standing in his way since his return.
Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins think they run WWE, that this is their world that Punk has stepped into. But they've got plenty of history to work out between themselves too. This is going to be one for the ages.
CM Punk who burst out of the scene. CM Punk showed up at ECW, run by Paul Heyman, when he was only a teenager, wanting to break into the business. He would get to the WWE developmental territory and become Heyman's best friend.
Punk made being a Paul Heyman guy a cool thing to be. Everyone has profited from their association with the wise man.
And you could argue that the greatest benefactor was the 1,316-day run.
He might put him away here. Oh my, how in the world did he kick out of that?
Frankly, he should have known that wasn't enough.
Get this back into the ring now.
A sound suplex.
And now taking the chance to go to the outside, get a little bit of distance.
It always bothers me to be around Heyman, always leeching off other people's talents. And
From the top.
through the air. It connects.
Punk now with a quick go behind hammerlock. Drops his opponent with a massive line.
Uh-oh. A reversal. Well scouted. Counter by CM Punk.
Using that barricade with great effect.
Nice sit-out powerbomb. What goes up must come down, and it sure as hell did right there.
Going for the classics and grabbing a steel chair. Able to steer clear of danger there.
And Roman and Seth, two former allies, would make a lot of sense for them to team up with CM Punk tonight.
Yeah, I think it's way too late to strike that deal, Michael Cole. 10 years of animosity will eliminate all signs of trust between the two former Shield mates.
Remember, in many ways, the obsession by Reigns for Rollins last year cost Reigns the championship in the record reign.
And Punk would be quite happy if that obsession continues. It's clearly personal for Roman and Seth, but for Punk, tonight's just about business. What's he thinking here?
Clothesline! And remember, the reason that Rollins and Reigns are here, at least when they first arrived on the scene, was because of CM Punk. The Shield was built as a security force for CM Punk.
Come on, let's not make out like that is some accolade for CM Punk. They were brought in as security.
And Seth, this one's for the match. Still only got one.
You expect these pins to last much longer at this stage in the match.
Here he comes, sliding back into the ring.
Time to go for a ride. Exploder suplex.
He covers. Is this it?
Could be.
Good attempt broken.
Wind him up. Oh, and a forearm. Oh, what an axe handle.
And for Punk and Rollins, such a personal hatred between these two. Rollins has never forgotten the fact that Punk left the company, badmouthed the company for many years, while Rollins looking to put this one away here. He breaks the ref's count after one.
He may be down, but somehow he's definitely not out at this point.
Turns it around. Defiant counter to Reigns.
Mongolian chop. Boom. Time to go for a ride.
No telling what's underneath the ring tide.
And now with the kendo stick in hand, he's ready to do some real damage.
Punk sidesteps out of that.
Oh, what an axe handle.
Oh, elbow drop right on target. This is the main event of wrestling.
Flying. Wow. Cross body. And now Reigns is starting to look like a man who realizes he is a tribal chief with no followers to come to his aid. This is not about a championship. This is about pride and dignity and proving you're the best, perhaps, of a generation.
It's about ego and animosity. It's about 12 years ago when three men made their way down the stairs to remake this company in their image, and the man that opened...
Nice movement from Punk, and the Uranagi connects, and now...
And for some reason, he just broke his own submission hold.
He's out.
And out. That pathetic Paul Heyman. He's a damn Judas. How many people is he going to betray?
You're missing the point, Cole. The visionary Seth freaking Rollins has once again pulled the ace out of his sleeve in Las Vegas.
Boom, slammed down hard. Clothesline. Good Lord. Seth is down for the count. Yeah, no, he doesn't get the three.
Just barely keeping this match going, keeping the fight inside them going.
DDT.
Look out! Stop! Now Rollins needs to end this.
Here's the pin. It happened.
He saw his window closing there. Opponent lifted. Retaliating with a strong elbow.
This has been a hurricane of chaos. Rollins, Punk, Reigns, each struggling to prove their superiority. The wear and tear on Punk must be turning his insides out at this point.
Awareness from low blow. And Punk now lifting his opponent up and back go to sleep. Seth has got to dig deep now.
No way.
As long as
Trying armbar. Submission. The hold has been broken. This one is not over yet.
car kick finds its mark. Incoming!
Counters!
Single underhook.
Face buster!
Going for the heel now and cranking that joint.
Stretching and tearing at all the ligaments in the leg.
Punk showing off his technical prowess. Hammerlock followed up with a lariat.
And continuing to focus the attack on the head.
At this point, it's going to be hard for him to shake those cobwebs loose. A little cockiness here from Punk.
Back into the ring here.
Boom!
Oh my God! Oh, steel chairs aren't supposed to bend that way.
We knew this one was going to be good, but Reigns, Rollins, and Punk have outdone all expectations.
Simply some of the best talents we've ever seen in this industry.
But now pumped in the jaw. Quick escape from danger there. CM Punk with a quick movement. Uranagi connects. He's not done there. He's locked in the Anaconda vice grip.
Jeez, he's trying to hold on, but I'm not sure how much more of this he can take.
Yeah,
It's not over as he breaks up the hold. Strong counter from Punk.
CM Punk looking to turn out the lights. Boom! GTS.
Is it enough for Punk?
2 count. Not so fast. Hurricane Rana. A relentless attack being brought to Roman.
CM Punk is firmly in the driver's seat.
And Punk now looking for the pinfall. pure vindication here for CM Punk.
This was a lifetime in the making, and it couldn't have been any harder earned. Punk had to get through Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins to finally taste a main event victory here at WrestleMania.
But now he's done it. The Second City Saint is victorious at the Showcase of the Immortals.